104.1 KRBE.
Let's go. Good morning.
The Roula and Ryan Show.
With Eric.
It's about to get all stupid up in here.
Hey, sleepyhead.
Featuring Special K.
Nobody asked you, Kevin.
And Sam.
You've waited long enough.
How the heck do you pronounce this woman's name?
Roula.
Macaroni and cheese hot dog.
Ryan. I am the worst DJ ever. With Eric.
We're the champions of the world!
104.1 KRBE.
Good morning. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
A wet Monday.
Yes, it is. Did it like...
A lot of eggs are out there just soaking right now, candy.
Oh, yeah, the ones that weren't found in the Easter egg hunts.
Yeah, you better hope you got it all or you're going to be finding
Oh,
some.
you'll be smelling that in a few days.
I'm soaked. I'm sure, Sam, you had to get wet too this morning because both of us park outside.
Yeah.
Ryan probably has a
pouring?
garage. It's pouring out.
Oh, no, it wasn't
was
raining
like-
when I left. It,
this area-
it hadn't rained yet.
When I was halfway here on the tollway, it stopped a little bit. Like I was in it, but right on 59, right before you get to the West Park Tollway to exit off of it, there's like two semis pulled over,
Oh, yeah.
a big tow truck in the middle. Everyone's trying. I'm like, what is going on? This one
Yeah.
guy was just stuck there with his hazards on. I'm like, dude, even if you were in the wreck, get the hell over to the far right. What are you doing just standing there?
Right.
You're going to get killed.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
I was throwing
People
push and win business cards out.
Yeah. And if you're listening and you're driving, you don't have to put on your hazards unless you're in trouble. Rain does not equal hazard lights. That actually impedes my driving because it brightens up the reflection in with the water on my windshield.
I don't know if people just forgot how to drive.
I think
always
so.
do.
I
Every
think
single
it's
time it
always
rains.
been this way
But
here in Houston.
always.
But this is like, even Westheimer down here, I saw an ambulance going by and some stuff happening. Did you see that?
Always.
Slow it down.
I always
get it
get
together.
so frustrated. I'm in the car and
Scary.
I'm just imagining they're behind the wheel going, oh, Lord, what is this liquid falling from the skies?
Just take, even if you're late, your boss will understand. If your boss is that much of a butt munch that you're late on a rainy day, then you need to reevaluate your job.
But, you live in Houston. You
work
should
with.
always allocate like a few extra minutes because every single morning there's an accident on the road.
My wife will get mad at me for speeding sometimes just on dry days.
Right.
She's like, Eric, really? I mean, we're going to get there, what? You saved 3 minutes. And then I start thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, it's true.
Versus, think of all the horrible things that could happen.
Yeah.
Not worth it. So, how's
be
y'all's Easter weekend?
There's a lot going on. I know at 6:40 we're going to talk more about
The baby
the
sprinkle.
sprinkle.
And why it's called a baby sprinkle instead of a baby shower. And we're not talking about the weather. We'll talk about that at 6:40.
With her, I went down to
Yeah, you
my
went down
in-laws'
to the
beach,
Galveston.
and for me it was great because it was WrestleMania weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So it was 2 nights. Like my wife and my daughter went over to Roula's last night or afternoon, and I guess she wasn't starting to feel good, so they came home.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh, jeez.
but they went over there. I'm like, sorry, I can't come over. WrestleMania's on. Rockets are about to play. Astros are playing on ESPN.
You are ridiculous.
I had too much going on.
It
I look
was a
forward. This is my
Big
like the Super
Houston
Bowl
sports
Sam.
weekend, yeah.
Super Bowl for me with all this stuff happening.
Oh, my God.
And it ended up being a crappy night because Travis Scott came out at the end of the wrestling event. I hate that guy so
Yeah.
much. Just a piece of crap, in my opinion. And
Hey,
many
look, he's got a lot of fans
Just
here.
the history, but just the
But I
history
know,
of what's happened
we'll
here.
we'll never get over that.
He ruined that, and then I watched the Astros lose 3-2, and then while that was happening, the Rockets were getting killed in the second
Yikes.
quarter by 23 points.
Yeah, that
they
wasn't
came
good.
back, got to 3, and then they lost by 10. But Şengün was awesome, and
Yep. Warriors 95,
Green.
Rockets 85.
Jalen Green sucked, man.
Oh, look, everybody can have an off night.
Well, we can't afford that when it's a playoff game.
Kevin, I saw Instagram. You're part of the Sprinkles.
Oh yeah, and Roula came over as well. It was a full house. Adair was there. She didn't bring the dog, but
No.
but she brought her kids, and so I got to meet her kids. Now Adair is the young lady.
Texas Children's Hospital.
Yeah,
Yes.
if people are new to the show, maybe you're just tuning in or, you didn't hear this before. Adair has these rescue dogs. Well, they're not rescue dogs. They're trained dogs for Texas Children's Hospital. And we have been so fortunate when we did a live broadcast at Texas Children. We got to meet these dogs. And these
Bailey
dogs...
and what's the new one's name?
Melman.
Melman.
Yeah, Melman. Because Melman took over
for
Bailey.
Bailey.
year.
Yeah.
I mean, they're with these children sometimes right up until they take their final breath. And they're just such a blessing.
Yeah.
And I just, I
And
can't
so
say
Adair
enough.
was there, and she's friends with Sam now. They're like they're bros,
We are
besties.
bros.
Or what do you call that? Sis. They're sisses.
Sisses.
We're bros. Yeah.
Did your parents leave?
No,
Oh,
so
they're
my
still here.
parents are leaving Tuesday, but because
your parents are from Pennsylvania, Harrisburg.
Yeah, my parents are from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and so my mom came in early because we had the ultrasound for, as I'm calling my unborn child, Baby Moo. We had the ultrasound for Baby Moo on Wednesday, so she came out, and then we were planning on doing the little baby sprinkle on Saturday, and then obviously with Sunday being Easter, and my son is now 2, so he really understands like the concept of kind of finding things. So it was like our first Easter with him yesterday.
Stories, it was cute.
Yeah, because he looks like Big Daddy. If you've ever seen the movie with Adam Sandler,
Yes.
Big Daddy, where he is taking over his friend's like kid and watches his kid, and he's like, I don't know how to dress this kid, and he wears whatever he wants to wear. That's basically like Santiago. Like we put him in a tie-dyed shirt, and I was like, okay, you'll just wear like your little flip-flops, and he's like, no, he's like boots.
Wow.
And so he refused to wear his sandals and wanted to wear his like snow boots. It's like 80 degrees
It's like 85
yesterday.
degrees.
It was so hot. He was sweating because then we have like a little stock tank pool. And so then we were getting in the pool. I put like his bathing suit on. Like it went from him wearing these like winter boots
To changing his mind?
Yeah, to him being in the bathing suit. But we had a lot of fun yesterday. I made my dad and my husband demo my pantry closet because I'm doing a whole like renovation of a pantry into a pantry laundry room.
Ooh.
So I'll be posting that on social media, but it's gonna be really
tore it up.
crazy. Yeah, so they tore it up. So
Doing
they
it
had
themselves, huh?
Yes.
And they think they're going to. And when are your parents leaving?
My parents are leaving Tuesday, so they already put the walls
They're
up.
going to try to have this done by tomorrow.
No, they already had the walls up. That's all I needed. I just needed my dad and my husband to put the drywall up. They needed to, so it was a door frame that they needed to basically frame out because we're switching where the door frame is for the entryway.
Okay.
And so they had to put drywall, but they had a demo. They had to demo the closet. And then they had to put drywall up and also frame it out. So it was drywall on one side and drywall on the other side. But my house is ridiculous, and there's always complications.
Oh, it's so frustrating. I mean, at least you're not in my
Always.
neighborhood. In my neighborhood, if you want to do something like that, you've got to get permits. You can't even like
Well,
I
it's
moved
inside. They don't
I
know.
moved-
It's inside.
I
Yeah,
know,
how
but
do
they
you know
actually
about
caught
it?
me. They came over. They knew I was
Looking
doing
in the
work.
window?
This is like 6-7 years ago. Don't you remember some guy let himself into my house?
Oh, yeah.
From the Jersey Village inspectors. He let himself in. I call it trespassing. And I was
The
moving.
hunch was right.
I was moving a door like literally 3 feet over. Like I didn't like the position of the door. So I wasn't doing it. The contractors were. And they shut the
That's
project
why you got
down.
to do it after 3:30.
Well,
When
Sam,
those guys are done for the day.
I'm very proud of you. I was wondering how that was going to get done.
Yeah.
Because it was.
I thought you were going to do it.
Well,
been busy.
I showed them, some of the specifics of it, and they grabbed the bull by the horns, and they just went for it. And Booster showed me some pictures. I think y'all did a fabulous job.
Thank you, Kevin.
I saw the cutout of the drywall that y'all did. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's like a
Drywall.
tight
I vowed
fit. I was
Nice.
really
I will never
impressed.
do drywall
It's
again.
very
My whole
difficult.
life on the farm, we were always like my dad's basement. I remember putting 4,000 square feet of drywall
Good
up.
Lord.
You're doing like
Oh, my
sheetrock in the
God.
basement.
Carrying the sheetrock down the basement,
Yeah.
just-
It's-
Big
two of us-
sheets?
Oh god, that was awful. I'm like,
And
if I ever get money, I'm going to
Paying
pay
someone.
someone to do it. I cannot stand doing this. For
I just didn't want to
25
pay
years of my life.
for that because we are getting like custom closets. Shout out to California Closets. I keep
Closets?
talking
Oh,
about
cool.
like how I need storage in my house. My house is like a
I just
nightmare
want to check
with
them out.
storage.
Let's go out to see how they do for you.
Yes. So California Closets is going to do like a whole pantry, laundry room combination thing for me. And I'm so excited. We're going to get it done before the baby comes.
Awesome.
So that it'll
you
be
don't want-
like,
you want
yeah.
it done now.
That's why I was like, when my dad comes, I was like, this is your only task to be part of the baby sprinkle and to not have a heart attack. That's
Yeah.
another story.
Yeah.
Because 2 years ago when I had Santiago,
Wow.
my dad had a heart attack, which is insane. So I'm so blessed that he is here for baby number 2.
So he's changed.
And to,
He looks great. I saw
yeah.
photos and stuff.
He's doing really, really well. And to do this damn closet.
Now did
That was a goal.
now Ryan has some big news. I don't know if you saw this when you woke up or not about
I did.
Pope Francis.
Pope Francis, the world's first Latin American pope, has passed away at the age of 88. So his last public appearance was just a day before his death. He blessed thousands of people in St. Peter's Square. They ran the Pope Mobile through the piazza, and he was a
Great that he
progressive
made
pope.
He made it through.
Made it through Easter Sunday, but he
Wow.
was passed at 88. There's a God, what is it? It's on Peacock. It's Ray Fiennes is in it. It's about how they picked the Pope.
There's a couple of them. What was the one that was out for the Oscar this year?
Yes. The
Yeah.
That's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. I can't remember what it's.
accurate.
The conclave.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Conclave.
It's. I mean, it's slow. I mean,
It
but
is
if you're
pretty slow.
if you're Catholic and you want to know
What's that
about
guy's
how
name?
that
The
all
bald guy.
works,
What's the bald guy's name? Stephen Lucci or no? What's his name?
Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, that's it. Stephen Lucci. No, that's it. Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci's in it. And
Devil's Wear Prada guy.
I mean,
like him.
the acting is phenomenal,
Yeah.
but it's very slow.
Yeah, I like the ending. I wasn't expecting that, and it did hit home then, but only until the last 5 minutes. I was like, oh, wow, okay.
the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, because that's when you find out what the deal is.
I mean, it's not exactly what I'd call an action thriller.
No, no.
That'd be weird. All of a sudden.
Also, maybe
John Wick, Pope style.
Yeah.
That'd be normal.
if you're raised Catholic, it might hit a little bit harder, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so what do you guys have in Scoop? You have it wrangled up yet?
Oh, yeah. There's some really embarrassing audio that I don't think any of us would ever want to be aired on national TV, maybe in the raw feed. And we also had a raw feed from last week that we can kind of talk about for Scoop. But we
yay.
have some audio from a very embarrassing oversharing moment. And I feel like you guys are just going to laugh hysterically after you hear this audio.
Oh, man.
I'm grossed out.
Oversharing. From who?
Exactly. I'll tell you who it is.
Oh, okay. So this rain, yeah, we're going to have it this morning, but it should be some sunshine a little bit later on, partly cloudy, high in the mid 80s. Right now, 72 degrees and 6:13 on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Celebrity Scoop.
KRBE's Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
All right, so Roula's out this morning. Be careful driving out there. Lots of storms this morning. Sam's going to fill in. I know it was a busy weekend with WrestleMania.
It was for me.
You're such a
From
dork.
6 to 10 every Saturday night and Sunday night. That's at the
6
my
to
in-law-
10, it's 4 hours?
Yeah. It was
8 hours of wrestling.
61,000 people in Vegas.
It was held
oh,
in Vegas.
my gosh.
Yeah, at the big, where the Raiders play, Allegiant Stadium, I believe it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And it was pretty cool, except for the ending. Travis Scott came out. John Cena won his 17th title.
Wow.
He's got the record now. Ric Flair, you guys know Ric Flair?
Yes.
Oh, of course.
Because of you.
He came out.
Ric Flair's he has the record for like 30 years,
Uh-huh.
of 16-time world champion. John Cena took that, but Travis Scott came out to help him.
Was there
I'm like,
any
"Oh, I
other
hate Travis Scott.
musical artists that came out?
Let's see. Ava Max last night sang Star Spangled Banner.
Okay.
And the night before, Jellyroll sang God Bless America.
Oh, okay. And that's what my story's about, Jellyroll.
Oh,
Jellyroll.
what did he do at WrestleMania?
No, he was not at WrestleMania for this story. But
Okay.
Jellyroll was on Jennifer Hudson's TV show with Luke Bryan. And I'll just play the audio and let him explain what exactly happened, because Jennifer Hudson was asking, do you have any embarrassing stories? And Jellyroll was like, you know what? I'm just going to tell it all. So here is what Jellyroll had to say on Jennifer Hudson's TV show.
What's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you while performing?
I pooped myself one time.
You do that fast?
I did. I'm sorry. Listen, it was what they call a I didn't know. I was confident it was all there. It was not.
Well, they say never
I'm
trust
so
one.
sorry.
Never
I watched this crowd go from loving me to just being completely out. Just completely out. I knew it.
That's why we love him right there.
That's why we
And I
love him.
overshared again.
So he sharded.
You're thinking, your wheels are turning like, how am I going to top that? What
Well,
you got, Luke? You okay?
My problem was I didn't really get embarrassed about it when I did it.
That's good.
Did he
This
fall?
is so
Was it last
gross.
year he fell?
He
Luke
did.
Bryan did, yeah.
Someone
He said-
threw their phone out on
tripped
stage,
on a-
right?
he tripped
didn't
on his cell phone.
He slipped and fell.
That's
Yeah.
pretty embarrassing.
They seem like such down to earth guys.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I feel like if you met them and you were just grabbing a beer, you weren't fanning out hard, because it's like you got to be respectful when you
Mm-hmm.
meet, celebrities. It's like, I know they're celebrities, but like pull it back in. But they just seem like
Jelly
down to
Roll.
earth people.
I think he's lost, almost
He's lost
200
like
pounds?
almost 200
Are you
pounds.
kidding me?
Yeah.
He's still like 3.
He's still a big
20?
man, but I think he was like
How-
500 pounds, and now I think
Are
he's
you
like,
kidding me? He was up to
No.
500 pounds?
Yeah, he's really
Wow.
taking his health with him touring and everything. He's taking his health under consideration.
In the last 2 years, he's nonstop everywhere.
Yeah.
Every award
Oh,
show,
absolutely.
every like WrestleManias,
He's
to
working it.
basketball, to like everything. He's a busy man. He's like, screw it. I was in jail for a while. What
was he in jail
making up
for?
it.
Out.
I can't remember what he was in for.
Yeah, I don't.
Kev, can you look that up? Why was Jellyroll in prison? I don't even know.
I have the same computer as you, Ryan.
You're not doing anything.
He's like, I'm trying to talk.
No, that's fine. Okay. I don't mean to interrupt you from playing your game. All right.
How's your Wordle score going?
Yeah.
Did you get Wordle in there, Ryan?
He was in jail for aggravated robbery and drug dealing.
Ooh.
He was arrested around 40 times.
40?
By the time he was 40.
Oh.
One significant incarceration.
Incarceration.
Thank you. Incarceration was at 23 for drug dealing.
Yikes.
And that's when he learned about his daughter's birth. And that's what he credits to kind of changing everything. But yeah, I guess it all started around the age of 14. This was just a really quick Google.
I bet there's some TV show that's like got had some of the people that he robbed like beat him.
Oh,
you know,
oh my gosh, like face to face.
You know, everyone looks great, but I'm sorry, I would think the worst of you if you put a gun to my head, or stole stuff, or did things, or robbed me.
Absolutely. And now
I would not be a fan of yours.
Probably not. I mean,
ever.
That's really.
I know
true.
you can change. I guess you got to think.
I know, but I hear what you're saying. When I was 23, I was robbed at gunpoint. And I don't know who those people were, but if I found out they were somebody famous, I'm not going to come on and say, "Oh, I'm so happy for you. You scarred me for years, dude,
for life."
Right?
Come on.
Absolutely. In other celebrity news, we had Coachella happen last weekend and then this weekend, and I know
I feel like this weekend wasn't as big, huh? Like people were.
It wasn't as publicized. I feel like
because Easter and stuff.
That's what I was kind of wondering. I know Irvin from Digital, he went, so maybe later on in Scoop, if we have some time, we can ask him how
I think he gets
went.
back tomorrow.
Oh, does he? Okay. I wasn't
think he's
sure
still
how
stuck in the desert on peyote or something.
He's still tripping.
You see some of his photos? I've never seen a man love a camera more than him.
Oh, I know. He loves it.
If I did that, you guys would be like,
confidence. Man. It's confidence. Hey, I'm here for it. I need him to take some photos of me before I have this baby. Let's do some maternity photos. I'll try and use like his angles.
Yeah, there you go.
And see like which works best for me. But Irvin's at Coachella. Everything's happening in Coachella. I've never been. Have any of you guys ever gone?
Yeah, like it's 20 years ago.
Okay.
Like right in the beginning.
Would you go again?
No, not at this age.
No interest.
No.
That's how I feel.
Like
Kev, would you
Lollapalooza, I
ever
wanna
go to Coachella?
You know, since I am used to being the DJ, it is difficult for me to now be in the crowd. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
You're
I
judging
can understand that.
You're thinking business wise. You're not enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like, why do you do that? Why do you do?
I'm
this?
looking at the tech. I'm watching the lights versus the DJ. I'm like, that DJ is faking it. He pre-programmed his set and sent it to the light people because the lights are too on point. If you notice that the lights are completely and utterly synced to the music,
and it's all
it is impossible for a light tech to be that
How about when
good.
a guy or girl, when they got their hands on those knobs like all the time? I feel like, is that a crutch, or do they really have to do that like 1,000 times in a song?
If you are manipulating a song enough, then you're going to have your finger on those effects knobs. But really, here's the other thing. That song was built that way for a reason. You don't need to mess with it that much. You can mess with your transitions in and out, but there are some DJs who know how to rebuild songs live, like James Hype, but other than that, if you see them like moving
I always see
the knobs all around.
Coachella's not just DJ music, though. I mean, it's all those live performances.
Yeah, but still, I don't want to be in the crowd anymore. Now that I've been on the other side, I don't want to be down there. I don't want to be stuck and trampled and pay $17 for a
You can go see Lady Gaga live in person.
I've seen her live in person.
Did you love her?
I saw some of her performance, and I saw her mic cut out.
Exactly. That's what exactly happened in Coachella.
Yeah.
So you talking about, you can tell if it's pre-recorded. Well, Lady Gaga's mic totally malfunctioned at Coachella, and this is what happened.
Angels drawing circles in the clouds. When the devil turns on.
Sorry, my mic was broken for a second. Did you know I sing live?
Yeah. So was she singing live, or
yes.
she was okay?
Yeah,
at least you know I sing live.
Cut off.
Yeah, they had. I think they had the Madonna mic like hanging off her ear, and then that malfunctioned. Then they gave her a
Even
handheld.
if I was
exactly.
If I was faking it, I'd do that anyway.
If there was like a glitch,
put that in there for real.
So it sounds like you're singing live.
I guess, you could tell I sing live.
Who was it that did that on SNL like 10 years ago or 15 years? Was it Avril Lavigne?
No, it was
Jessica
Simpson's sister, Ashley Simpson.
Ashley
Simpson.
Where she starts doing like a little jig, starts dancing because
her mic died?
Her tracks
Kept
malfunctioned.
going and
Oh,
it was
gosh.
you knew she was faking it.
Well, I'm reading about Coachella here, and
Yeah.
I think people are mad, and they're blaming the rich and famous for the insanely high price of tickets, which started at $649 for the first
insane.
weekend. No, and the meals are $100. It's been
Well, it's gouging, yeah, of course. But you don't have nobody's twisting your arm. You don't have to go.
it's a bunch of out of touch influencers.
They know that they're going to get it,
and they're just promoting all of their new endorsements and all of their new products.
It's a business. I'll be like, hell yeah.
I mean, I get it.
I'll sell you a ticket. I'll give $700 if you're stupid enough to buy it.
It's crazy. When I was a kid,
Right,
you could
that's
get a
true.
concert ticket for like $25. Now it's like
Yeah, that was to see like the Big Bopper and all
God.
and Richie Valens.
The first
and,
concert I ever saw was Kiss.
This isn't to
The
see
first
Lady
concert I ever
Gaga.
saw was a Kiss concert, and I think I paid $25 for a ticket.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and then you also have to pay for the flight there, pay for room and board. That's insane. I can't imagine. Maybe if I was younger,
Big
I would have
investment.
done that, but now I'm like,
I
I
think
ain't about
Beyonce
that.
even lowered her prices.
She did. So Beyonce has her Cowboy Carter tour.
Yep.
They've lowered the ticket prices to $145 on Ticketmaster. However, Chron.com, the Chronicle, was searching on Saturday. The lowest they could find was $168. So
Woo! And that's going to be held
That's
at
the
the
cheap-
Toyota Center, right?
new NRG. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
God, the sound there sucks for a concert. I'm so
Right.
sorry.
Nah, it just depends. I mean, Eric and I saw Guns N' Roses there, and it
That
sounded
was
good.
pretty- Yeah,
Maybe the
guitars
closer
and stuff,
the
maybe
closer you are,
We were
maybe
right
the
up
better.
front, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because if you're on one of the sides, it's kind of rough. It's because it bounces around so much. That
Yeah.
sound, our Toyota Center, it's a little bit tighter.
Like, I've
That's
been
why I
all the
thought
way
she
to
was
the
gonna have
top
it
at
there.
Energy, and I swear they must make the rows more narrow at top.
Oh,
I
this
feel
too.
like I'm
Absolutely.
going to tumble.
Yeah, you feel like you're going to fall off, and it doesn't sound great up there.
Yeah, she'll be here June 28th and June 29th, so it's a weekend.
There you go, Sam.
NRG.
Right?
Yeah, let me pop out this
baby.
baby and then go there. That sounds miserable. At least it would be inside. Because I was thinking about that because I was like, oh, Lainey Wilson's coming to Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. And I'm, in my little country girl era. So I was like, oh, that'd be great. But I was like,
Yeah.
no. I'm having the baby
It's too
in
hot there.
June and then going to a concert. No. And it's outside. So
Yeah,
I can't. I
it'd be
can't go.
sweating.
You might want to rethink that.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not
All
doing
right,
it.
Eric, what are we doing next?
Well, Sam had a sprinkle.
Yeah.
What is
What is a baby
A
sprinkle?
cupcake?
No. Why is it called a baby sprinkle instead of a baby shower?
Speaking of showers out there right now, please
Right,
drive safe.
exactly. We can talk about all of that and if any funny memories and moments happened with Special K joining my sprinkle.
Yeah, because I couldn't
Oh,
make it. I wanted to be there.
I know. But we can talk about that next. It's the Roula and Ride Show with Eric on 104.1 KRVE.
It's KRBE. The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
And we're back. I hope you guys are being safe out there, taking your time to work. It's 6:43. If you gotta be there at 7.
Yep.
Say 7:15. Take your time.
Sorry
Yeah,
about
with
that.
the rain.
Yeah, it's one thing about this city, man.
It's going to be bad throughout the morning, but believe it or not, by this afternoon, you'll see the sun peeking through those clouds.
But growing up in Illinois, our rain just felt like mist compared to what
It's
I
like
see
spit.
here.
It's like a light spit.
Here is
Massive
these
raindrops.
drops. I've been here since 2000, and I still am amazed every day.
They're
never seen
huge
anything like
drops here. And my tenant wanted me to come over and do some concrete work today. I'm like, oh, no, that's too wet. I can't do that
Yep,
today.
sorry.
No, absolutely.
How are they going to be doing
not.
work in this weather?
Right,
Well,
right.
it's gonna be nice in
I
the
can't pour any
afternoon.
concrete
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, but still, it's all going to be damp
Yep.
outside.
So I never heard, I've heard of obviously baby showers, but I
Right.
never heard of a baby sprinkle before you.
Yes. Okay. So a baby shower is what a lot of women have, men and women together. But a lot of times, sometimes husbands aren't invited or like it's not a couple situation.
You
It's
bring
like
gifts.
All the women go
Most
to
guys
this
hope.
party. Yes.
Most guys hope that's the
and
way
I'm
it
like,
is.
hey, Mark, you're going to come to this and we're just going to have it. Everyone's welcome. So a baby shower, someone is going to have a baby. You bring them gifts. Sometimes they have a registry. Other times they just need diapers and you just go and spend time with them. That is for their first child. When they have a second child, a lot of times they'll do a sprinkle, which means 9 out of 10, they probably already have all the stuff from the first baby.
Oh, so you don't have a
shower?
shower and a sprinkle. You just have one or the other.
Right. So
Okay.
for baby Moo, which
Sprinkles
we're
are also
calling,
called a cash grab.
Yeah, you can call that. You can absolutely call that. Babies are so expensive.
Yeah.
So that's why I was doing a sprinkle. But then there was a lot of like, not a lot, but there was some like chatter that if you're having the same gender baby, that you don't deserve another baby shower, baby sprinkle.
Don't deserve. Well,
that's not right. Who says that?
No, that was kind of some of the debate. Like, oh, wait, why are you doing another party? Like, you already have everything because you already had a son.
If you had like 5 or 6 good friends and they're all pregnant, I mean, you go broke.
Oh, easily.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You're like, wait a minute, I just spent $500 on this one gift thinking that crib will be good for your next 3 kids. Now am I got to buy more stuff?
Yeah,
I guess
absolutely.
That way, but hey, I say whatever, then they don't have to go or they don't have to.
Right, and I didn't even register for, we're calling it Baby Moo. Baby Moo because we weren't going to find out the gender of the baby like I did with the first one. And we wanted to have an M as the first name and my last name has an O. So instead of like Mo, like M-O, we just thought it'd be really funny to call it Baby Moo.
Now this is the party favors. These are cute.
So those are the party favors. So I brought you guys party favors.
Koozie?
I wanted to go, but I was down with the family because I took Friday off.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I get it. You guys are busy and baby showers aren't fun. That's why I
baby showers aren't
They aren't. I mean, a lot of times there's like random games and like stupid things to do.
It's a bottle opener.
It's a little
cowboy boot, a gold cowboy boot.
That is adorable.
There are a lot of kids. There's a lot of kids at this function.
There was not that many kids.
I walked in. I saw them go. I was like,
You're ridiculous.
Comes out.
I know. They're all taller than me. They're going to get me. They're all taller than you.
Bunch of 4-year-olds
terrorizing each other.
So where did you have this?
I just had it at my house. It was a very, like I said, very low key because all I asked was for diapers.
I'm not low key. It was a bit turned up.
Oh,
so how many people are in attendance?
I don't know.
40? God.
No, it was.
Are you kidding me?
No, it was not that many.
That house could have 40 people.
No, it could not. It could not.
It just felt
was
like that.
Maybe like 15 max.
Yeah.
If that.
Okay.
It was very low key. Like we did pizza. The whole vibe was just like.
You guys play games?
We did not. That was the whole thing. I really just wanted people to come over and just hang out with us.
Have a few beers?
Had pizza. We had beer. Fruit, vegetables.
What kind of pizza?
Just Costco pizza.
Oh yeah.
Cheese and pepperoni.
Pizza. I love
how could you go
Costco
wrong
pizza.
with that? Even Kev went home with a pie.
I did a whole entire pizza pie.
Because I was like, I didn't know how much.
Guess what? I had twice yesterday, breakfast and lunch.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There was so much pie. So, and then Jules, I also brought in, I love key lime pie. And so we made key lime pie bars, I guess you could call them.
You freeze them?
No, they're not frozen. It's like it's kind of like
I was just saying,
they're the bomb.
like cream cheese, like cheesecake. It's
Like you
kind
could
of
put
like
a
a
stick
key
in
lime
this.
cheesecake.
And sell like a
pop.
key lime pie on the stick at the rodeo.
It's
Yeah.
very rich.
It's real rich. Like
You can only have
that's why the
couple
pieces are
bites.
so tiny.
I was
So
just-
that was the
now,
dessert.
take me through this. What is in a key lime pie?
It's just it's different.
Oranges?
So my mom and I
I know the lime part, but I'm
my
just saying,
mom
like,
and
what?
I make ours different than what Jules did. So we were gonna have a key lime pie like bake off, but Jules looked like she cut them. She was ready. She
Like,
was
what gives
prepped.
it that consistency?
So for the one that I do with my mom, it is key lime juice, which you can either get the little key limes, but a lot of times the key limes aren't actually in season here in
Yeah, then
Houston.
you're squeezing like 50 of them
Yeah, so you go to the juice section and you get the concentrate.
Okay.
So it's key lime juice. It's cream cheese, or you can use sour cream. Jules has cream cheese in it. You can really taste the cream
Yes,
cheese
you
in it,
can.
which
Okay,
makes
that's
it
what I
more
was
of like a
wondering.
cheesecake, where I don't really like the cheesecake taste of it.
Mm-hmm.
I like more of like the thickness custard. So if you use sour cream in it.
Key
Like,
West
it's
on
different.
that? They're famous for that in Florida?
Yes. And that's where Mark and I got introduced to key lime. And
Usually it's lighter than what we're eating here today.
These are like
you know,
bars.
it's just a little bit
This-
lighter.
Yeah,
Like a little
and then it's
custard
graham
eater.
crackers on the bottom. So it's graham crackers on the bottom with like the kind of like the custard thick cake-ish. Because
I
it's
kind of
not
like this one
cake.
better than a regular key
Yeah,
lime
but
pie.
usually I don't like
It's
key lime
so
pie.
good.
Is it good?
It's
you
so
guys
good.
love it? Okay, good. Yeah. So like
I know it's
I
not
said,
try it Tuesday, but good job, Jules.
Yeah, Jules, quit your job. You don't need to be a
Thank
teacher
you,
anymore.
Jules. She did great. She came over. She helped host, the baby shower.
And
the
what
baby
time does this
sprinkle.
all wrap up?
It was from 1 to 3, and then people kind of trickled out like 3:30, 4-ish,
Okay.
and then as soon as everybody was out, my family and I got a picture of all of us because Santi took a nap, and then we changed and instantly went into demo our pantry.
So you guys did construction on the house after
we did
everybody left.
construction, exactly.
Did
as
you have a
soon as everybody
wheelbarrow
left.
to take all the drywall out? Did you carry it out by hand?
No, they carried it out by hand.
Oh, Lord.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, my dad and Mark are
Oh,
so
Lord.
sore right now.
I bet.
They're really sore. I owe a lot. But I'm like, it was awesome that my parents were able to come down for it.
It's worth it just for that alone.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I got this cool wagon that I'm looking forward to throw the boys in. So Eric and Roula were like, we'll split that. I was like, thank you very much. So I can just put the babies in. I think in end of April.
Well,
I think just a couple
Kevin
days. Kev, I'll try and put you in it. We put Kevin in the other wagon.
Oh yeah, I've been in the
Kevin
strollers.
got a wagon ride?
Yes, when we
You were in
did
the stroller?
the
No, it was
Santa
on the
Claus.
stroller.
It was a stroller. Remember how Sun and Ski Sports got me that really, really nice jogging stroller? That was for one baby, and we put Kevin that when we did the
we
Santa
did
crawl.
we did some kind of like beer crawl, and I got crossed over, and I was like, I'm just gonna take a ride, okay? Santi's sitting in the back.
It didn't break.
So
No. I'm a
it
featherweight.
It did not. That thing is
But you're not a 2-year-old.
No, absolutely.
No,
But if you want to see
it's the tallest one.
pictures, it was that slam given on my Instagram.
Yeah,
and
they're really
thanks
cute.
everybody for the well wishes.
Like seeing you so happy.
It's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRB.
And somebody
Rating's
text,
going down.
everybody needs a baby celebration. Every baby needs one.
I
Like,
believe
so
so.
too.
I like that because
It's a miracle.
why should the first kid get?
Right. And
all
just
the-
because, that's why I wasn't, I
So you
didn't
get your
register anywhere. I
From
just
day
wanted people
one, we
to
get your
learn.
hand-me-downs, kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Baby
That sucks.
Moo's going to have so many hand-me-downs. It's fine.
I know my brother
At least clean
hated
diapers.
My brother hated the hand-me-downs.
Because all
I was the
kids
oldest.
shirts. So there's another Gene Simmons shirt. That's what I want from
Right? Another kid
Brother
shirt.
Ryan.
All right, let's start off with the series here. Pope Francis has passed away at the age of 88.
Wow.
He was the first Latin American pontiff who really changed the world. He was a very he brought the Catholic Church into the 21st century.
I
Very
know,
open-minded.
And you said he was yesterday. He was out there.
Yeah, he actually was. He was in the Pope Mobile. He blessed thousands of people on Easter Sunday, and then he passed away. So I guess now they will begin. If you ever want to really kind of know what that whole world is about, that movie Conclave, I think it's on Peacock right now with Ray Fiennes. Like, I had no idea all that was in.
Was there one too with oh my God,
They did one with Michael
Silence
with
of the Lambs guy.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah.
It was the two popes. And that was a really good, that actually was really interesting. Conclave, a little slow, but
Yeah. They say it'll take 2 to 3 weeks.
I don't know. They all
That's what I read.
they all gather and then conclave,
It's
and then
not going to happen like in 2 days.
no,
Got
it
it.
takes a while. Okay, so Rockets unfortunately lost to the Warriors, 95-85.
Oh man.
I know. What?
But
would
they
you-
were down by 23, and they finally showed some heart. Shangoon, you're a beast. You deserve all the money. Jalen Green, get your ass out of Houston if this is how you're going to play.
What was your big takeaway?
Jalen Green is not the guy. He's not him.
You don't think it was just a one-off game?
I'm hoping he, if he doesn't, then he'll be traded here in the summertime. It'll be his last time here. We'll get
All
Kevin
right.
Durant.
We were talking earlier about the concert tickets, maybe about 20 minutes ago. So Beyonce's ticket prices are dropping for the Cowboy Carter tour. The pop star's lowest hometown Houston ticket price is listed as $145 on Ticketmaster now. Beyonce is set to have a 2-night show in Houston, June 28th and the 29th. Now, the lowest price that the Chronicle found on Ticketmaster for Saturday was $168.
Ahmad, why is she dropping her prices, boo? What happened?
What's up with your girl?
What's going on?
Oh, they're doing
I know
two
you're
shows.
asking to be shady, but she's actually trying to help the people. Thank you.
Oh,
Because she
they'll help
realized
the
she
people
gouged them earlier.
Because no one
I tried to gouge him, but they didn't go for it. So now I got
people
lower.
aren't buying. This will help you spend. I'll just slip that price down a couple jewelers.
Yeah.
Fix it,
Hey,
fix it back with service fees.
And I know we don't have time to talk about it, but if anyone watched WrestleMania, text me.
You're such a dork.
I need some nerds to talk about
Eric
WrestleMania.
needs to bond.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
to bond with somebody
What'd you
about
think?
it.
Night 1 and night 2.
All right,
Let me
don't
know.
forget, at 7:20 this morning, we're going to have a Roses update with Christine after Frank was spotted with another woman side-sitting in a restaurant, and he just hung up on us. So we'll have a little recap and the follow-up. But coming up next...
We're going to do roundtable, and my question is, I saw this today. I was like, wow. Would you tell a good friend if you knew his wife was having an affair?
Ooh.
They asked men what their answer would be. Is going to shock you.
Oh, wow.
Would you tell a good friend if you knew their wife was having an affair?
All right, we'll find out what the answer is next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.